I believe variety is the spice of life, especially in your diet. You know, you should have lots of variety and lots of spices. And there is a trend that's dominating diets today, and there has a lot of aspects to it: morality, health, nutrition, and it's going to be part of today's Big Deal!
Big Deal!
Yeah! All right, guys, so today's big deal is veganism. Now, when I was a kid, I had never heard of veganism. It was vegetarianism.
Okay.
Okay, and vegetarianism is basically you don't eat any meat, but you still have dairy, you still have, you know, milk, you can still have yogurt. Animal products are still in your food. You can still wear leather. So, as someone who actually tried veganism, can you tell me a little bit about your experience and explain the difference? What is veganism?
So veganism is basically absolutely no animal products whatsoever. Not leather shoes, not like your duvet with feathers, goose feathers and stuff like that.
So
That's
it's a
real
lifestyle.
vegan. It's a lifestyle, yeah. So, but there's the vegan diet where people do only a whole grain or whole food plant-based diet, where there's obviously no animal products included. Now, I tried it for a month after watching a few documentaries about it. You should watch them too, Cowspiracy, Forks Over Knives. It's really interesting to know what's out there. I got very curious on the topic, and I have to say, it was a whole month of March, and I felt amazing. The improvement that I saw the most was my mood.
Really?
Not that I'm always like a witch or something, like in a bad mood, like a, you know, cranky person, but it really did improve. Like I felt amazing. I really felt good. Now, I didn't keep up with it because it's so much work.
Is that it? Because I've heard that after a while, vegans have a deficiency in some sort of vitamin that you can only get in animal protein. And then, like, so I have a lot of vegan friends. My girlfriend's a vegan. A lot of my friends are vegans, but they're all eating eggs now. You know, they're all starting to incorporate yogurt.
Vegan.
Now they're not vegan anymore, but they try to be, I guess they're going back to vegetarianism.
I do have to believe it's a fad, but it can be incorporated into your lifestyle. What I do now, for example, is you have to have some balance. So I don't buy any more dairy. If I go to a pizza place, I'm not gonna be like, cheeseless pizza, please. No. I mean, I'm gonna have...
You're not a militant vegan, because there's militant vegans that you go out with them and they ruin your dinner,
I don't
right?
think,
You can't have a life.
De la moda lo que te acomoda, decimos mucho en Mexico. And I believe, you know, to each their own. I do encourage people to get more into the knowledge of it. Like watch documentaries, read books, try it maybe if you're curious and see how you feel.
Or be like some of these vegans that we have up, some of the militant vegans I was talking about. Dennis, what do you think?
Or go to those extremes.
Look, to be honest with you, this whole thing confused me because I'm like, vegan? Vegetarianism? I'm like, what is the difference? And then I realized that one of them, you know, they don't even eat honey. I mean, it comes from a bee. How can you be harming a bee?
That's the thing. It comes from an animal is the problem. There can't be any animal
It's an insect.
byproducts.
I guess an insect is technically
I guess
an
because they
animal.
don't want to exploit it. Look, it's a perfect example of extremism. I think that you can be moral about not, you know, I buy free-range eggs, free-range chickens. I'm trying to eat less meat, more fish, more eggs.
Right.
You can be healthy, but I mean, it takes it to the extreme.
Let me ask you something,
I do
Vivian.
admire them, though.
During that time of the month, did it help as well when you were a vegan? Is that
Oh
right
yeah,
word?
no PMS whatsoever.
Really?
Are you
ladies.
serious?
But I would think that you're missing out on
serio.
certain vitamins that you need from animal protein that helps.
You know what?
Like iron.
You know what? I got scared about that. I was supplementing myself with a ton of vitamins while I was doing it because I was scared about that. Because I am not like a full-on vegan that knows everything about it. I keep reading and I keep doing my research and I keep trying to know more.
Well, you know what? I want to know more from the millennial point of view. So let's bring out a resident millennial, find out if he's ever been a vegan before getting here. Come here, sit in the middle. Join us here in the middle so they can get a good dose of you.
Bruno sandwich.
Bruno, I know that you go to a lot of these intentional festivals as we like to visit, and there's a lot of the friends that we make are often indulging in the vegan lifestyle, the vegan diet. Have you ever wanted to try it? Because I know you're very spiritual and moral and...
So we were lightning in a bottle together, and most of the food there was vegan. It was actually hard to find not vegan food, so I ended up eating vegan. And so what I don't get about the vegan movement specifically is a lot of vegans make stuff that tastes and looks like meat.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're admitting something.
So I don't fully understand that. Like, you might want to, those people should eat meat. But for people who are truly into plant-based food and plant-based diet, I respect it. What I enjoyed was the stuff that tasted like meat because I enjoy eating meat, and so I love that. And I think, I think psychologically there's a lot to unpack, but it was not enough time to go into it. Just with the people who don't want to eat meat, but then eat stuff that tastes like meat, I think it's a vicious cycle.
Well, here's where I struggle with veganism from a moral standpoint. And I had this conversation with my friends, and maybe that's why I've kind of convinced them to eat what they call little chicken abortions, which are the eggs. Because at least the chicken is not suffering,
Okay.
And it's this, animals eat animals. And first of all, human beings evolved, and our brains evolved because we were eating animal protein, which gives more nutrition. There's more bang for your buck. There's also a lot of negative things that come packed in animal. Now, you were talking about things like...
But we're evolving like backwards now, because now people are being intolerant to lactose, to dairy, intolerant to gluten. We're evolving to be now intolerant to so many things.
You talked about the stress hormones.
Yeah, that was very important to me too, because for example, if a pig, right, grows in an environment where they just are literally raised to be food, and then they're killed and they have a miserable life, they don't get to see the light of day. They're just being fed to then get killed, and they're on top of each other, and it's really disturbing to watch.
Okay.
They are segregating cortisol, like the stress
and you're
hormone.
eating that.
And then we kill him, and then we eat that meat, and then we are putting that into our system. So we don't realize all the energy and all the actual hormones scientifically that go into our body when we eat certain kinds of meat. So I would say just make sure you know where it's coming from.
Happy
I
Meals aren't
fully
so
agree.
happy then?
No.
No, they
Happy Meals
aren't.
aren't so happy?
No, they aren't. I'm sorry. Let me tell you something. Well, no, you know what? I don't want to bash on a potential sponsor. So, hey, McDonald's Veggie Burgers. We
love
it.
you.
Guys,
We love
we're
your
going to take a
coffee.
break right now. I will say that from now on, I'm going to start advocating for cannibalism. Okay, but not murdering people and eating them, just eating people that already died.
Yeah,
okay?
exactly.
Oh.
Detritus.
Exactly.
Okay.